Hello everyone, this is Evie the Original Master here, and today I'm here to make this video that I want to address to anybody who is out there who wants to correct people if they are in the wrong or if they aren't sure what a certain thing is called. And this is going to be turned into a video rant is because that it completely shows that people on the internet don't have better things to do but to prove themselves to be really immature and childish whenever they are corrected in the wrong, if they aren't sure on anything, and they will use the terms ratio or nerd, and completely just baffles me to the point that it shows that people on the internet who are clearly in their 20s or in their 30s, they're obviously adults, and they want to act like immature brats because they can't do simple research, or whenever people says, hey, I know this certain thing that you might think is the name of the enemy or the name of whatever it is, but actually you are wrong. It's because that's not actually what they're called. So what I'm trying to bring up is that so I was on Twitter and I replied to a certain tweet of it was a video from the Super Mario Brothers teaser trailer, the movie teaser trailer, and it showed Chris Pratt basically. So if you guys didn't know, in the teaser trailer video Nintendo Direct thing, Chris Pratt and Jack Black came in talking about their experiences about the Mario games and whatnot, and in the video, Chris Pratt talked about stomping on Koopas and the Mario Bros. Arcade game. And if you guys are well aware that before the original Super Mario Bros. Came out for the NES, the turtle enemies in the Mario Bros. Arcade game weren't called Koopa Troopas at the time. They were called Shell Creepers. And even though they are a species of Koopas, they weren't originally called Koopas when they were first introduced in the game, is because that's just the case. They weren't called Koopa Troopas at the time. And when the original Super Mario Bros. Came out, they were called Koopas. Now, Shell Creepers are a species of Koopas, and even though they look identical to one another, they're not the same name of the enemy. They're a species of Koopas, and if you look up the name of the enemies in the Mario Bros. Arcade game, then you'll know that they're called Shell Creepers and they're not called Koopas. Yes, and I'm pretty sure that people might have known that or not have known that. And so I literally replied to the tweet saying that, oh, those Koopas in the Mario Bros. Arcade games weren't called Koopas, they're called Shell Creepers. And then, just like in Twitter fashion, you got individuals replying to the tweet saying, oh, you're a nerd, oh, get ratioed and whatnot. And this is just the type of immaturity that I just do not understand on this platform, and I just do not have the time for it. It's because it's not me trying to be some nerd or some idiot saying, oh, you're factually incorrect. I'm just trying to correct your mistake, and it is not worth being all immature and saying ratio or nerd because you are factually incorrect. It's because that is just not the way how you behave when people try to correct you in the wrong. And another similar thing happened is from a Phantom Strider video where he talked about, I think, relatable SpongeBob episodes, and in the video, in the video, he actually called the Abrasive Side episode a season 8 episode when it's actually a season 7 episode, is because that's actually a fact, just because the Abrasive Side is not from season 8, it's from season 7. And so when I replied in the comments into that video saying, well, I didn't say actually, I said that the Abrasive Side is a season 7 episode and not a season 8 episode. And then once again, some guy in the comments replied back saying, oh, don't be a nerd. I'm not being a nerd, okay? I'm just saying that you're factually incorrect because it's not a season 8 episode, it's season 7. Is it that hard for you to do research? Like, seriously, like, if people will do their research, they wouldn't have to be acting so immature on the internet these days. But no, people will rather be immature and not take the facts lightly is because they know that they're in the wrong, and I'm only correcting them is because that I'm sorry, you're factually incorrect. It's not me trying to be all smart or anything. It's just me telling you that you technically you are correct, but technically you're not. It's because that they're not called Koopas. They're called shell creepers. And yes, they are species of Koopas, but before the original Super Mario Brothers game came out, those turtle enemies, they were not called Koopa Troopas at the time. They were called shell creepers. And even though they look similar to Koopas, I'm afraid that that's not the name of the enemy. They're not called Koopa Troopas. They're called shell creepers. Do me a favor. Stop being immature. Stop being, oh, you thinking you know everything. And just do research. That's how you learn new things every day. And if you're going to continue acting this way, people aren't going to like you. They're not going to have time for your foolishness. And it is just sad that people nowadays cannot accept facts. They think they know everything. And when we kindly tell them, hey, technically you are factually correct, but you're not right at the same time, is because that's not what they're called, you know? And I don't understand this. I just honestly do not understand Twitter at all and the internet. So I guess you are not allowed to correct people in the wrongs of their mistakes, and you're going to be called out for it. And if that's going to be the case, then fine. They're just going to be immature idiots for the rest of their lives because they can't accept the fact that they are slightly wrong of their mistakes and whatnot. And then when we try to correct them, they think the best way to handle it is by calling you a nerd. And if you look up the term nerd, you will know what it means, because the term that they use is a person who thinks that they know everything. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't know everything about the Mario games. I don't know anything about, I know some things, but I don't know everything. But certain enemies and whatnot, I do know by heart, and that's what I'm trying to bring up. So I'm going to go ahead and end off this video because I do not want to turn this video into a whole debacle. But all I'm saying is that do not be these people. If you know that you're in the wrong, if you are sure you don't know the name of certain things, it's not hard to do research. Do your research, and then at the end of the day, you will feel satisfied that you learned something new. But do not be like individuals out there who says, oh, ratio or nerd, because they correct your mistake, thinking that they know everything when they don't. So... And it's not me trying to sound like I'm rude or anything. I'm just saying that you just need to learn to accept the fact that that you're going to stumble across something that you might not know the term of. And then instead of calling someone a nerd because they correct your mistake, just do the research. Just do your research. And then at the end of the day, you'll feel satisfied. And not doing research can also get you into trouble. It's because that you're spewing out incorrect facts, and you're just in the wrong, okay? Just accept it and just be done with it. All right, so I'm done here. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.